Hi. Welcome to the gaming news place for your all one day stop. Nailed it. Got it. It's Friday, y'all. We call it Funny Friday around here because we're crazy. Are you having a stroke? No. I'm creating content. Obviously. Obviously. What do we got going on in the world of video games today, chat? Let's jump in. What the fuck is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. This is one of those headlines where you actually have to read. New evidence points to the, quote, saviors who provided a fix to Titanfall and Apex hacking attacks actually being behind them in a weird plan to revive Nexon's spinoff, Titanfall Online. What? All right, let's read this here. All of this stems from a PDF document from the guys at SaveTitanfall.com with lots of screenshots and evidence. The gist of it is that the people, that have been crashing Titanfall and Titanfall 2 with DDoS attacks for a long time, making multiplayer matches impossible. That made Apex unplayable for days, showing the message Save Titanfall as if to bring attention to the aforementioned issues. That targeted streamers with specific DDoS attacks. They were interviewed by Eurogamer on these issues as simple community members, asking for full access to the game's code to fix it themselves if Respawn won't. That went viral in the Titanfall community, and especially on r/Titanfall for posting a long article titled How to Save Titanfall, showcasing how to fix the vulnerabilities that allowed them to DDoS the attacks, were the same group of guys providing a solution to an issue they created themselves. Said group, including an r/Titanfall moderator that has since been removed after these reveals, and a group of hackers with delusions of creating their own fan-made version of the canceled Titanfall Chinese free-to-play or getting hired by Respawn. So basically, if this is true, and the data dump of SaveTitanfall.com brings a lot of evidence, my favorite game has been unplayable for months just because a maniacal person, Jesus, went full Palpatine and tried to play both sides in some crazy conspiracy. What the actual fuck is this? Is this a real thing? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It seems so crazy that it's like one of those stories that's so crazy it has to be true, because otherwise, like, that person should write novels, right? That's nutty. He was the Titanfall. That's right. That's correct. Ooh. The other day we reported on the Pokemon Go changes in the US and New Zealand. Well, now Niantic, the company behind Pokemon Go, has put out a response. And we shall read it. To our Pokemon Go community, we appreciate your letter and all of your feedback. Oh, did someone write a letter? Okay. Why is like each one of these letters like, okay, there we go. That fixed the text. Why was that fucking with the text? Weird. Oh, it was an open letter? Okay. We appreciate your letter and all your feedback. We hear you. We are humbled by your response. Not every game has such a passionate global player base that we're fortunate enough to have. Like everyone else around the world, our team has been working very hard to adapt the global health to the global health environment. The recent exploration bonus changes we've made in the US and New Zealand are designed to restore some of the foundational elements players enjoyed prior to 2020 and reward players once again for moving and exploring. Encouraging players to explore, exercise, and safely play together in person remains Niantic's mission. Well, really, it's probably to make money, but okay. The health and well-being of players is our top priority, which is why we have implemented the new exploration bonuses in select geographies where it is deemed safe to be outdoors. Research has shown that taking walks outside... This is one of the most depressing sentences I think I've read in probably my life. So we're going to read it again. Research has shown that taking walks outside is safe and confers several health benefits. A fucking company that makes a video game is letting us know that it's safe to take a walk outside in this goddamn pandemic. That's big if true. That's a big if true. Furthermore, encouraging outdoor exploration is in keeping with Niantic's mission. That said, we will continue to monitor health and safety guidance related to outdoor activities and will make further changes if necessary. We have heard your feedback about one change in particular, that of the Pokestop and gym interaction distance. We reverted the interaction distance from 80 meters back to the original 40 meters starting in the US and New Zealand because we want people to connect to real places in the real world and get COVID and to visit places that are worth exploring. However, we have heard your input loud and clear, and so to address the concerns you have raised, we are taking the following actions. We are assembling an internal cross-functional team to develop proposals designed to preserve our mission of inspiring people to explore the world together, while also addressing specific concerns that have been raised regarding interaction distance. We will share the findings of this task force by the next in-game season change, September 1st. As part of this process, we will also be reaching out to community leaders in the coming days to join us in this dialogue. Our goal is to build fun and engaging experiences that remain true to our mission, and we thank you for challenging us with thoughtful and constructive feedback. Wait, so where's the statement where they actually say something? Is that coming out soon? I guess we'll look for that soon. Please look forward to. I'm in Florida. I can't even afford to walk on my front porch. Well, that's because the alligators and hurricanes and liberals and all that stuff. You got to be careful out there in Florida. It's scary. It's definitely scary. I get it. I get it. We almost did it, chat. We almost ended the day, the week, without another Blizzard story. But Jason Schreier of the Schreier Shire put out an article about an hour ago where he spoke to, I think, over 40 employees about their different experiences, etc. Over the years at Blizzard. The title of the article is Blizzard Turned Game Developers into Rock Stars. Misbehavior Followed. I'm not going to read the whole article, but I will read up until a point because I do think the opening of this kind of sets the tone. One summer day in 2018, employees of the video game maker Blizzard Entertainment opened their email to find a Hold on. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. Wait.
Brusque. Brusque.
Brusque.
Brusque.
Abrupt or offhand in speech or manner.
Brusque.
Brusque. To find an email, a brusque message from their chief executive officer, Mike Morhaime. It said the company parted ways with Ben Kilgore, the chief technology officer and Morheime's heir apparent. The email didn't give a reason, but employees immediately began to gossip. Kilgore presided over the most notorious group of sexist drinkers at Irvine, California headquarters, where sexism and drinking were rampant, current and former employees said. Shortly afterward, they got a supposed explanation during a large staff meeting. Derek Ingalls, now head of the technology department, was asked why his former boss had left. Ingalls told a brief story that concluded with a strange piece of advice. Don't sleep with your assistant. But if you're going to sleep with your assistant, don't stop. And so that's how that article starts. They talk with a lot of folk in the article. And it's quite long. I would definitely go read it if you were at all needing further proof that fucking who knows what's happening over at Blizzard. I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy. It's crazy stuff. So, yeah, that's over at Bloomberg.com, or if you just Google Jason Schreier, I think it's on his Twitter as well. What a mess. What a mess. On this day, chat, 35 years ago, bounty hunter Samus Aran landed on a planet when Metroid launched in Japan. 35 years ago. And funny enough, it's actually been about 30 years since we've played a good Metroid game. Let's move on real quick before people start to think about that statement. PCGamer.com has reported that Epic has sunk $500 million into the Epic Game Store. It does not expect to make a profit until 2027. I mean, that's kind of... That doesn't seem like that much. Am I wrong? Like $500 million? I don't know. I don't know. This came from some documents that have been coming out of the ongoing Apple versus Epic legal case in the state of California. Epic Game Store is unprofitable and not comparable to the App Store, the lawyers began rather bluntly, and will not be profitable for at least multiple years, if ever. Then they got into a bunch of numbers. And I don't like numbers, because they make my head hurt. But if you want to read that story, it's over PCGamer.com. What else is this? Dead Space will launch in 2022 if development goes to plan. In late 2022. So next holiday, I would assume. And chat, I mean, that's, it's Friday. And that's where we hit the news from yesterday. There ain't shit. The Samurai Warriors series have sold over 8 million copies worldwide. Kind of interesting. Oh yeah, there was this Guilty Gear Strive developer's backyard. We can take a look at that here in just a sec. That's a thing we can check and look at. Oh, I'll watch that too. There's an exclusive featurette about 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Okay, well, there's a couple more things to watch. I played that Back for Blood beta yesterday if you missed the stream. I also had no idea that we had 8,000 people watching. Because all those people were just idling in the stream to get a drop. And so that was weird. But, it is what it is. Yeah, I think that game is a video game that I have played before called Left 4 Dead 2. And, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with these ads that are about to run in 40 seconds. If you don't want to see them, you can drop a Prime sub, a $5 sub, or a regionally priced sub, as I should say, or you can just watch the ads. We're going to run 3 minutes, though, because we run 3 minutes every single hour, and this is the first hour on the stream. What else do we got in the world of video games? Not much. Some trailers. We can also check out this this thing that they put out regarding Guilty Gear, because that's a thing. And then we'll see if Chad has any news, which always goes well. Oh shit, Rust. Okay, we'll watch that. That's going to be terrifying. That'll be terrifying. Oh yeah, I'll check that out too. I'll check that out too. I'm not going to check that out. All right, let's read this Guilty Gear developer's backyard. Do you like the cards that they added to the gameplay? Yeah, unlocking them is kind of a pain. There's the old gold Lewis Dickinson. So this is the big deal here. We plan to release an update with battle adjustments during the latter half of August. This is part of a two-step adjustment we are looking into by having another update around October. In the late August update, our main goals are strengthening the characters we've determined to be lacking in power and improving moves that don't have enough options for use. We plan to pinpoint the changes we make to specific targets rather than making overall changes. That means some characters may remain unchanged. We are considering changes to damage output or minor adjustments to the properties of overwhelmingly powerful characters and moves. However, we will make these decisions very carefully. With the second update, we plan to make detailed overall adjustments to improve the depth and fun of the game. We'd like to address the details of this another time. However, as a general plan, our number one priority is to make controlling the characters and playing matches more fun. In addition, we will continue to address unintended issues with the games separate from the schedule above. We've avoided making adjustments that would impact balance until late August. However, we are aware that the effect of some bug fixes have impacted Zato's eddy moves or made the game freeze when certain moves clash under specific conditions. While we intend to address each bug in a timely manner, we may keep in some of the unintended effects we found if we determine they make the game more fun. Although it would be difficult to share the basis for such decisions, we ask for your understanding. So I really think that, May doesn't need any changes whatsoever and is probably one of those characters that I think is just right. You can nerf every other character into the ground, though, because they're all so overpowered and so broken. It's kind of crazy that they really just let some of these other characters exist. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that here in late August. Those are my inputs. Yeah. I think also they should just like delete Soul, probably. I think just deleting Soul is probably a good thing. That'd probably be better for the game. Most likely. Most likely. No, but in all honesty, I don't think Tutsugegi is the issue with May. I think her jumping H needs to have some sort of thing looked at. It's definitely incredibly broken, and maybe just tone down the damage a teeny tiny bit. But her dolphin, I don't think is really the issue whatsoever. It's the jumping H, I think, is the most broken thing she has, without question. The dolphin, not so much. And I have pros backing me up with that statement, so I feel fairly confident in that. That's exactly correct, Cool Cat. Tutsugeki is a noob killer. Her air control is what gets me. It's very true. That's very true. Let's watch some trailers here. Let's check out some trailers, chat. We've got some good ones today, I promise you. All right. Here we go. Let's check a look. Our first trailer comes to us by way of Nintendo.
Take home workouts to the next level. Martial arts workouts for full body fitness. 4 distinct personal trainers guiding the way. Boxing to Muay Thai, karate to Kung Fu. All to keep you fighting fit. Exercises designed by experts for maximum efficiency. Complete intense daily workouts in 15 minutes or customize your exercises with 3-minute fitness. Hit fitness milestones like never before. Kick your workout up a notch with Knockout Home Fitness on Nintendo Switch.
I told you guys it's Friday. It's Friday. Now this video is 10 minutes long, and it's also... I don't know how I feel about showing this. Let's do it. It was very dramatic. I don't know if this is gonna have spoilers. I would think not, but
well, it started actually when I started working in games. It was more than 10 years ago. 12 minutes, it's about a man trapped in a time loop. There's still a narrative you're going through, but they keep repeating.
Are you kidding me?
It was going to be a short game, and I was doing everything. But then 1 year in, right, the game, it's almost like saying, look, if you go a little bit further, this can get really interesting.
huh.
12 minutes is about the danger of truly examining within and really...
All right, look, I'm gonna say it because no one else will. Fuck you, James McAvoy, for having that accent and being attractive. You just are, you're too good. You're the human. Fuck you.
looking deep and trying to unpick your actions, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Asshole.
It wasn't my fault. Not like you've been lying. Look.
You're blaming me now?
No, I mean...
That's it. I never want to see you again.
I should have told you. I know that. But He was trying to kill me. It was self-defense.
I think having real choice and knowing that your choices are either going to lead in one direction or another, where you go in the game will, I think, depend on you as
How about you and Henry Cavill go fuck each other? How about that, James McAvoy?
an
I,
individual.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I cannot
I'm done.
remember the last time we danced.
Well, you know, it's not just the two of us dancing now.
It's really hard to prepare because you're really stripped down. You're really just creating material for them. And it's very important for them to guide you to kind of say what the situation is.
Get that
what
stash.
they need
Shave
from
that
you, and
goddamn
you try
stash.
to give them something that's lively,
Willem.
something that has truth, something that's you can personalize, and something that's dynamic.
That's the best you can do?
It's been over 20 years. What do you expect? I barely remember her. It was so long ago.
You know, you play with your voice musically and emotionally to get the variations.
You just won't listen. You just won't listen. You just won't listen.
Part of your job is to make it live as if it were the first time.
We build a full backstory for the characters from the day they're born until the moment that the experience starts. So once they knew where they came from, it was just being in the situation and behaving how the character would behave.
What? Why are you saying this? Is this some kind of sick joke? This is funny to you?
No, I'm trying to...
Get away from me!
You are so naive, such a child.
It's the right thing to do.
No, this is.
This is all. This voice acting is incredible.
The whole team is remote, everything is remote, even for motion capture. I could be looking at the game engine while we were recording and that documentation. I could just have all these things next to me while someone else was performing.
Huh.
Let him go down a bit and then delivers the final blow. Yeah, something like that.
You can choose how the camera moves and what kind of planes it uses.
That's,
right?
he did that remotely. That's awesome.
Perspective, the colors. If you're aware of every single element you have to use when you're trying to convey something, you can use all those elements for your idea. I always compare it like if you're doing a painting, we spend more time thinking of where to place the brushstroke than actually doing the brushstroke.
Look, I know this sounds weird, but the day's repeating itself.
Particularly because you don't see our faces in it, you really are projecting whatever you're feeling onto the character. So in that way, it's interesting too that it is just top down.
The reason why the game is overhead was early on, it was just because I wanted the most simple way to control the character. Anyone can play the game. Anyone that doesn't play games can very easily navigate. And then as I kept adding elements, there was never a reason to change the camera. It just became its own aspect of the game.
It's certainly a very bold choice to choose that top angle and really commit to it. It's really what happens inside of that very specific frame, that very cinematic choice is what's really interesting.
We've been using that word cinematic. That's been a real touchstone for us the whole way through.
Who's that guy?
I don't know how somebody could go through this game and accomplish what you
he's the writer.
accomplish in this game and not
Also a
have
learner.
that same sense of fulfillment that you get when you really get the satisfaction at the end of a well-made movie.
Yeah, I'm a huge film fan. I love film. They make you feel certain emotion. There's movies that change your life. They change your perspective on something. Or if you're going through something and the right movie comes at the right time, it's just...
I would love to know, like, and they might ask him this later in the documentary, but I would love to know his response to having James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe voicing the characters.
I just need some time to myself. Come on, babe, please, stop it. Just go somewhere else, please.
The image and the acting and the storytelling, it's all these things coming together in an harmony that allows it to really grow. And I've always been fascinated by that.
How'd they even get that talent? I think
One night I was
Annapurna
like,
probably hooked it up.
Imagine we had like these amazing actors, or imagine we have a composer doing a score. Imagine we bring this to this other level. And Annapurna, I spoke with them very early on.
There you go.
We always wanted to work together. And they were like, yeah, man, let's try that.
You coward! You would destroy her to clear your own conscience.
Willem, this is not news, but he is an incredible actor. Getting to do it through Zoom with him, we get to make decisions based on a reaction, not just what I think my line should be, but, oh God, he's doing that. Okay, well, that colors my line like this.
Daisy I worked with, and she was great. She's smart, she's fun, she's really talented.
We were looking for an actor that was able to convey this inner strength, and Daisy was exactly that. But James, I feel he has this attitude like, let's do it, man. We'll figure this out. I have all these tools. Let's just look at this and we will get there. He was able to deliver these lines where you can feel that this guy is going through something pretty complicated. You can feel the trembling in his voice.
No. Look, I didn't mean to. This is never what I wanted. I just wanted to be with you. If I could do it all over again.
I'm leaving. Don't be here when I come back.
There are so many versions of the story that will either reveal something or show something. And
We're
you
good.
as the player are revealing how you deal with truth, how you deal with other people's truth.
This game is something you play, but it's also something you create. You aren't just watching a story unfold. Because I couldn't read the entirety of the script. It was impossible. Because there's so many avenues.
The player of the game, they're going to participate in a way that they complete the performance.
It will be different things for different people.
People do this comparison a lot. If games were film, we're still like in the black and white silent movie era. We're slowly finding that this can go somewhere else.
The text is so huge, it might as well be a film. You have to really trust the director.
I would like to see what we can do with the interactive medium to get closer to bridging that gap and finding all this granularity in the interaction. Right, it's the only one where there's a dialogue between you and the experience, so there's definitely something there.
Emergency services.
And I think this one is doing it a little bit, right? You're an active participant in this movie you're going through.
You listened, and you're still here.
I told you. I'm not going anywhere.
This game might be, man. Two things are going to be true. Or one of two things, I mean, are going to be true, chat. That game will either be absolutely incredible, or it's going to be absolute dog shit. You know? I don't think it's going to be mediocre. I don't think it's going to be mediocre. I hope it's really good, though. Here's a trailer from our friends at Nintendo.
Quiet.
Oh, I thought that said quiet.
We are bound by water. It defines our existence. From the walls we erect to keep it at bay, to the ships we build to traverse it. We are its children. We take to the skies to be free, if only for a fleeting moment, until we inevitably return to the water, when our splinters sink beneath the waves as glimmering reminders of our fleeting escape.
Was that a Kraken? Yeah, this game's been out for a while. Is this game any good, chat?
One for the history books. Good luck out there.
Such power we hold. Blacken the skies with our ships, our birds, our beasts, our beastly selves. Yet we are powerless, repeating the same ancient play. The ocean our stage, its waves set in motion generations ago. Forever our home, our prison.
Controllers. Tony J says, cracking my ass. Controls were annoying last time I played. I was using controller. Huh, okay. Here is a release trailer for a game that is very tiny, and this video only has 320 views on it. And thus, I would like to support it. It's going to be emotional. Oh God, someone died. Huh. It's kind of Zelda-y. Little Secret of Mana-y. Giant frog, check. It's Arietta of Spirits. Comes out August 20th. Looks pretty all right. Here is a new level, I think, for Hitman. Oh, is this supposed to be the 12 what was that Knives movie that came out recently? Knives Out. Is this supposed to be Knives Out?
The poisonous frogs from the greenhouse, they're out.
This is a weird way to cut a trailer. Well, there you go. Okay. That was a little sudden, but you do you. You do you. Here's a very hype sounding game trailer for Dodgeball Academy. Wait, so I think this game... Huh. This game looks good. Someone said the reviews for this are very good. Oh, this game's on Game Pass? Oh.
Brusque.
Sorry. Here's a trailer for a game that I have never played before and probably will never play. But it looks like this is a little scary. Okay? It looks a little spooky. Nope. Nope. Dead. Huh. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, this is Rust. Wait. Is that their logo? What does that mean? What is that, chat? Oh, that's their logo. Okay. Here's a game that I just know. I just know that the audio is going to be incredible. It's back. The old bubble bobble. The online ranking where you can realize that you were never actually good at Bubble Bobble. Does it have the release date for that? Or is it just out? It says for Steam. Let's see. If you go to store Steam page, it says the release date is summer 2021. So it's got a month. kind of weird. And then here is the second to last thing we'll watch today.
The dwarves used to live in the mountain, in great big cities, until they were pushed out. Over time, history became myth, and myth became bedtime stories. The long-forgotten darkness has returned.
The village is under attack.
It sows lies and deception.
My plan worked.
Eric, this is your fault.
An unlikely hero emerges, armed with turrets and traps. Adventure into dungeons crawling with bloodthirsty trolls and monstrous creatures.
This looks kind of all right. Whoa. Huh.
Who dare enter the mountain?
Dwerve? Kind of an interesting name. Ah, yes, Dwerve. With your champion, Zizarin. All right, let's see if there's any other news stories, chat, before we do our Daily Demon. I know Linus has a video out about the Steam Deck. We might watch that after, but I'm not going to include that in JPNN. It looks like a bunch of folk have also played. I think Adam Savage also did a review of it. I think the embargo was 28 minutes ago, because there is a shit ton of videos about it. A shit ton. All right, let's do the Daily Demon, guys. Overwatch League losing sponsors. Yeah, we covered that a little bit. T-Mobile's out. I think the others are thinking of getting out, but they have not committed just yet. So, yeah. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, I shrunk this for yesterday. That's why that looked funny. All right, chat. It's Daily Demon. It's number 51. Before we watch this video, I put it to you, YouTube, because Twitch chat, they don't watch YouTube videos. They watch Twitch videos. If there's any third-party Chrome extensions that you guys know of that will be decent for translating this stuff on the fly, and again, I'm not looking for good translation. I'm just looking for a translation. Doesn't have to be good. This probably is going to be a fuck up, though. Number 51 of the Daily Demons, chat. Here we go.
Shin Megami Tensei 5 Himekuri Akuma
Shin Megami Tensei, yesterday turning demons, etc. Today we will deliver a fallen angel.
Erigo.
Erigo. Erigo. Erigo. Erigo. Erigo. Now where he goes. Solomon's 72 pillars of the Genie 1 pillar. C. Appearing desperately. Music. Future shooting 5 course, knowing the power. Next time, I will introduce you to the evil dragon. Please look forward to it. I mean, that worked pretty all right. That was pretty good. The actual translation sucked, so if they could write some funnier words, that'd be great. But yeah, that's pretty good. We might be back. We might be back, chat. Also, that was a bird, not a dragon. So that's kind of, maybe that was the goof. I don't know. I don't know. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to get out of here. It's Friday. Hope you guys have a good start to your weekend. And make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff on the YouTubes. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Bye-bye now.